I forgot that it was going to be warm today, but I hadn't ventured outside. And I'm standing there and I'm looking out the window about, I don't know, half an hour ago, walking around in their T-shirts. And I'm like, oh, right. It's like 75
nice out,
degrees or something like that.
All week's going to be pretty nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be
in the 40s next week. But this week, okay.
So this is going to be 66 tomorrow, 71 Thursday, 73 Friday.
So it's imperative that you get out there in whatever way you can, right? Some people take frequent smoke breaks. Today's the perfect day to do that if you're still one of those people. You know, you're increasingly, if you're a smoker, you know, you go outside here downtown, you always see people kind of one or two people huddled together. And you know, as a smoker, you're increasingly ostracized from society at large. But I should say cigarette smoking. Vaping, nobody seems to care. But get outside and just take a little walk. If I hadn't taken my pre-show lap, I would not have heard an old person cursing, and it's one of my favorite things. I did not grow up in a house that had a lot of salty language. I think it was just considered gauche. But I never heard my grandmother utter an unkind word in my life. You know, she might have been a real pistol when she was younger, probably was. But I'm walking down here. I don't get too far. I'm going west down Euclid, and there are two women. It's clearly a mother and her daughter because the older woman is decrepit. And she's kind of hunched over, and the lady's helping her. And they get out here in front of the candy shop, that Soda Fizz or whatever it's called, and they stop. And the daughter kind of motions for the mom that they're going to go across Euclid to the other side of the street. And the old lady is hunched and looks up at her daughter and goes, "We got to cross the effing street." Just as I passed by, I couldn't have timed it any better. I mean, she had all of the marks of just a doddering, lovely old lady. And listen, that doesn't mean she's not. It just means that I got her at the perfect time. And so her daughter, maybe used to it. She didn't chuckle. There was no kind of nervous laughter or anything like that. Nothing like that. No, just an old black lady who doesn't give an F except to the air outside. And so I was like, well, maybe I should just kind of stand here and pretend I'm looking at my phone to see how this plays out. But I didn't.
So nosy.
I'm not nosy. I'm walking. I'm doing my lap. I do that to clear my head and to see what's going on outside. You know, I'm in here all day long with a window out to the world. Everybody else is out there doing their thing, and I'm in here.
Like Mr. Glass when he was a kid.
Putting this together, right? So we can treat our listeners each and every day.
Watching the world enjoy themselves, and you're stuck in here doing all this.
Well, I didn't say they were out there enjoying themselves. I mean, they're out there, and I'm in here. And, you know, this is a residential building. We're on the ground floor of a residential building here at 668 Euclid. And if you've ever lived in a high-rise building, Bill knows this. You know, most buildings, once October hits, they crank the heat to like 95, right? Well, we must be on a different system here because it was still like 55 degrees in here. And so I'm like, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to enjoy this. I was so pleased to have passed that woman that exact same time. And so then I make the left and I go down East 4th, and I'm really taking my time. I'm sauntering, right? I'm savoring the moment. It's my pre-show constitutional. I don't get to do it all the time. Today I did. I'm sure I'm the 4,000th person to remark that the blue agave neon sign is misspelled. I'd never seen it before. I guess I hadn't paid that close attention to it.
What they spell wrong?
It's a thing of beauty, though. Well, there's a neon sign above the alley that leads you to the door at a restaurant called Blue Agave right there in East 4th. And the neon sign.
Did they spell it agave?
No, they did. Oh, my God. A-G-A-V-E. No, they left the N out of entrance. So it says Blue Agave, main entrance through the alley. I'm sure I'm the 4,000th person to notice that.
In Spanish?
In Spanish?
Yes, it is supposed to be in Spanish.
It sounds Italian. Maybe they're doing something, yeah. I don't know, but again, I love those kinds of things because, you know, if you've ever, there are levels of gatekeeping to every marketing exercise or any kind of relationship that you have with the public, whether it's signage or otherwise. There should be, under normal circumstances, multiple people who will look at any kind of artwork and go, yes, They sign off on it. It goes out, right? But you'll still see things all the time misspelled. Neon signs are not cheap. And so if you're going to drop that kind of coin, that's probably why they don't go, just throw this one in the dumpster. We'll have a new one. I don't know what kind of business they do over there. And it's probably become kind of a calling card, I would imagine. I don't know anything about the establishment, but as I was walking by, I was like, that's fantastic. Al, I just saw Terry Francona walking down Euclid carrying a CVS bag. He walked by our studio yesterday.
Yeah. He's always walking around down here.
I didn't notice. He's got all his free time.
Yeah.
Does he live down here? He didn't live upstairs from us, does he?
He might. I don't know.
Woo!
Lives around here somewhere.
All right. Listen, man, CVS, people give this CVS down here a hard time. But if you're living down here, that's your CVS. I don't know what to tell you. It's battle conditions in there. Mm-hmm. You dip in to get something. Poundcake, randomly name me a small item.
Condoms.
You get in there. Speak for yourself, homie. Small item. You go in there.
You can get a 3-pack. That's a small item.
You go in there to get a nail clipper.
Hey.
And
chapstick.
There you go. Chapstick to go with the condoms. And, you can scan yourself out. You don't even have to wait anymore for somebody there. But sure, there are things in the aisles, products in the aisles. But if you're down here, that's your CVS. Not everybody can be living it up with their hoity-toity CVSs and their Walgreens and things like that.
It really does annoy me, though, because when I do want to get my unmentionables, I have to mention them in order for them to unlock the little gate thing.
You mean, is a condom an unmentionable?
I mean, sometimes I'm like...
They're locked up most of the time.
Yeah.
Or I need, ointment or something,
Ointment?
Oh, I'd love to see his order when he goes to the drugstore. He's I got condoms, ointment. Yeah, what's your salve?
I get cortisone cream.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
For your eczema?
Yeah. Anything that stops, skin irritation, stuff like that, because if I don't use special detergent, my skin gets itchy.
Do you have to use Dreft, the baby detergent?
I do, and people laugh at me because
You shouldn't, bro. It's expensive, but it smells so good. I do so much laundry in Dreft because it just smells awesome. Who doesn't want to smell like an infant?
Well, yeah, they laugh at me, but
who cares?
I make it last because they always make it. There's no large size of Dreft. It always comes in the same size bottle. And I'm like, damn it, I need a bigger container than this.
It comes in a big one with a handle.
It's not that big compared to the other ones. I know people that have an industrial size extra or Tide or Gain, all these types.
Oh yeah, well I think it's just because it's it is technically infant detergent.
So they can't make it in mass quantities?
Well,
you get it on Amazon.
Yeah, you get more of it when you need more of it, I guess. I don't know. But it's more expensive than that smaller bottle is more expensive than the bigger stuff.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And
it's worth it.
I bring it with me when I do clothes over other people's houses because I don't want to pay for laundry now. So I brought it over and they're like,
whose house are you going to do laundry?
My brother's.
Okay.
BYOD.
Family.
Why?
But I'm just curious. I didn't know if you were setting up dates hey, can I come over?
No,
I'll sign your document and then I'll do some laundry.
No, because all my dates
like the guy
are
with the air conditioning.
All my dates now live in Lakewood and all of those apartment buildings, unless they have a penthouse, they have laundry in the basement too, or they go to the laundromat. So
why don't you go do it at Bill's?
I didn't know Bill had it in the unit laundry, and I'm not going to do my laundry at Bill's house.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you still got to pay for it. If the thing is he doesn't want to pay for it, then...
Oh, he wants free laundry.
He wants free laundry.
Yeah.
You can get a 165-ounce bottle of Dreft that does 114 loads on Amazon for $25.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't look on
How many
Amazon.
loads do you have?
I have a lot.
Probably less than 114.
Oh, that's a big load!
Yeah, everyone thinks now that I have my apartment, kind of squared away, I don't have stuff hung up yet, but it looks a lot cleaner. I just shoved all the unwashed clothes just in my coat closet because no one ever goes in there. So it looks real clean.
Well, they will now.
And then when I got a big load, I go put it in there.
All right. So you go to your brother's and you go, hey, you're bringing your laundry basket in your Dreft.
It's not a basket. It's a big old sack.
Boy, imagine a world in which people make fun of other people for their laundry detergent.
No, they just chuckled.
But why?
Because it looked weird because it comes in a white.
Because it has a baby on the cover.
Yeah, it's a baby and it's a white pink bottle.
Yeah. So what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They just chuckled.
Gotcha.
My little Dreft.
I got a break here. I'll have $1,000 for you. I'll get you half a bottle of draft. It's courtesy of the Buzzard bookie. Listen for the keywords. You get them about 30 past every hour. Like the rest of the day, to grab that money. 35192. You want to text me for anything, and we'll be back.
This is the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeart